That's
Oh, we saw
definitely
the
it.
butt in this. Sean Penn watched it for like 3 minutes in the beginning, and it was like, doing this thing to it in the truck. You forgot when he was like after their initial meeting,
Mhm.
he's like trailing her and watching her. And he's the scene in the truck where he has the binoculars and he's just staring at her butt the whole time. And he goes, start, shake weighting himself, and then he sees Leo reach out and grab it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
when he realized
yeah.
that
Boy, they were really presenting that butt for a moment
it was
too, weren't they? It was
it
like
was a
she was
while.
like, "Hey, did you see my butt?"
Hey everyone, this is another episode of Split
Split
Screen.
screen.
That's right. I'm Tony,
And I'm Dawn.
and we watched one battle after another.
I'm thinking of Battle Beyond the Planets.
Anything probably would have
You
been better
you
than
remember that
this.
cartoon from the late 70s, early 80s?
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Really? It's really good. It was pre-Robotech. Did you watch
I
Robotech?
did watch Robotech.
I
Yeah.
love Robotech. Definitely the first series of Robotech is beautiful. Macros.
Mhm.
The rest of them kind of diminishing quality, but that's okay.
Well, Gundam was big in my era. That was like
Yeah,
the
that was
Gundam
after
wing
mine.
era.
That was
Yeah.
after mine. Yeah.
But yeah, no, Robotech was good.
Yeah. Much better than this.
That's what I was saying.
Minmay's song, I listened to that one. To be in love, to feel the sweetest sound a girl can hear. To be in love. No, you don't remember it?
No.
Oh my God! When they're doing the battle, with the big battles, stage fright, and the Zentradi are like bailing through the super dimensional fortress.
I don't remember this at
Gosh,
all.
that's where the blue hair guy or the dorky good fighter guy met his wife, the Zentradi, because she got beat.
Oh,
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah.
Or I probably did. I just don't remember.
Nothing like this movie at all. Let's talk about this movie.
Yeah.
One battle after
I
another.
can't wait.
Yeah. You're
All
on
right,
split
Don.
screen.
You're on split screen.
Split screen.
Go ahead, Don. What was your three favorite things about this movie? Because you even wrote notes.
So we watched one battle after another
Yeah.
in the theater. 2 hours and 40 minutes of pure bliss.
Mm.
I felt like a revolutionary after I left the theater. I entered into the theater as a newbie, a virgin to the cause,
Mhm.
and when I got out, I know what I should do. Did that sum up the movie? Anyway, it's about this chick. She gets pregnant by some douchebag who's part of the Christmas club.
Christmas adventurers.
Yeah,
But
but she's also connected to Leonardo Cappuccino.
sure.
What the heck was his name in there? Mister I Cry Every 5 Minutes?
No. I
Yeah.
think his name was like Bob.
Crybaby? You ever see that movie from John Waters? Good movie. Crybaby?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Anyway, better than this. Um, Leonardo is a douchebag loser who also happens to make bombs. They're part of the French
75. Something like
75, a revolutionary group that liberates poor innocent immigrant citizens,
mm,
occasionally in between robbing from capitalist banks.
mm.
They get busted. The pregnant girlfriend turns everybody in, slaughters half of them, and Leo and his baby go on the run, and yeah, and hijinks ensue.
Yeah. Hijinks is probably the best word for it. Hijinks.
2 hours and 40 minutes of that.
Mm.
And man, man,
So
man.
what was your favorite part? Just the fact that you came out changed. It changed, man.
Early, should I talk about like my 3 or whatever?
We can talk about whatever you want. This is after the movies.
Yeah, this
So
is
we just kind of,
after the movies because we just saw it the day before.
yeah. But I mean, still, we didn't get a chance to.
We finally saw a new movie. Our normal shtick is kind of classics because trying to bring back you know
Good
real
movies.
movies, real cinema.
Yeah.
This is not it. And I don't care what you say. And if I hear another person say, what was it PTA for Paul Thomas Anderson? For some reason, everybody refers to him as PTA.
Mm.
Like, shut
The
up,
Parent Teachers Association.
stupid douchebag. Yeah, Oh my gosh. Um. Anyway, I lost my train of thought on my rant.
He's so excited and loves this movie so much. He's just gushing. He can't even get to his top three. Thanks. You don't even think we should
Oh, I
start
can get
yet.
my top 3. I can
What else do
quickly
you wanna say before you get into it? I guess that's the
um, I'm really tired. I mean, you think that this movie was satire in a way, but I think that, PTA is sincere in his belief that these people are just revolutionaries helping out innocent people, but they have to fight back, with violence because
Mm,
that's what Sean Penn is doing to them, yada yada yada. And
mm,
you know what? These out of touch morons that make these movies have no idea what reality is. They don't care about what reality is. So they put their stupid juvenile beliefs on screen, such as one battle after another, and then they torture us. And then we get a bunch of like drones that all say that this is Academy Award, you know. There's going to be some Leonardo's going to get an Oscar and all those other. I'm like, no, no. If they do, it's still because the usual collection of ah, douchebags. I mean, I didn't like anybody's acting in this. I didn't care about what stupid ass story was so stupid.
mm.
Benicio, okay, my favorite part,
Alright.
Del Toro,
Yeah.
because he was such a sensei
Yeah.
and he was helping out all the poor innocents that
Mhm.
needed his help in his underground railroad.
The Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad for immigrants.
In El Paso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my God. So
That's where the tunnels under the walls go.
So much
Third
wrong
world
with it.
place.
I took a lot of notes because this thing's 2 hours and 3 minutes, and yeah,
Mhm. So what's your 3rd?
I didn't even come up with one yet.
No?
Del Toro
You
be my
just go
first one.
your first one, alright.
Yeah. Unbelievably, he was smug. He was not a real person, not a real
Mm.
character in any kind of way. He didn't
I
act like a real
mean,
person. It just
most of them weren't,
yeah.
which is my point.
Um, what did I like about it? I wanna give it a positive, and I'm trying to think about what the positive is,
Hmm.
because it's definitely not the 2 hour and 40-minute runtime.
I thought that was your second point, because that's one of my biggest grievances. This movie is too long, but go ahead.
And, well, I guess my second point will be negative. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Literally, there's a chase scene that's not a chase scene at the end of this movie, which goes on for a good 15 minutes
Yeah.
with just people driving behind each other, looking around.
Mhm.
Why? Cut it down. It
There's no need for that.
it didn't even make any sense to begin with, because somehow magically the daughter, the hired hitman,
Yeah, Tim.
and Leo all end up on the same road at the same time when they're all sort of kind of looking for each other. Now, I've been out to the desert. This takes place out in the desert. You're not finding somebody driving around randomly. That's not the way it works. Those roads are long.
Mhm.
They're filled with semis. These were all very empty roads.
They were.
Um, I mean, there's no way they would have all come together at that time. And you know what? I'm gonna go into my third one.
Alright.
The freaking music. There's this stupid piano playing
That was horrible.
that goes on, and I understand the juvenile way that they put together. It was just stolen from other movies where you have all these random elements that are coming together. The daughter, Leo, Sean Penn, and they're all coming together, but for I swear to God, the same stupid sound
Ding,
for
ding, 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 ding,
like
ding, ding, ding.
an hour.
It's like a cat was playing a keyboard.
And I understand it was used for, to build tension, because all these different parts are coming together in a big crescendo?
Yeah. Which, by the way, there was 0 crescendo.
No,
After all that, nothing
absolutely not.
happened.
And this picture behind me, this one right here, is everything you need to know about this movie. Everything. Because this scene right here is probably about 60 seconds. And the only reason it was
God.
shot was because it looked good. She's pregnant, she's a warrior, she's shooting a machine gun, and then it was over. It was only used for appearance. There was no purpose for it. Because, they didn't go out to the gun range before.
Mm,
They didn't go out to the gun range after.
mm,
But here we get 60 seconds of her going, "Oh, I'm a badass and I'm pregnant."
mhm.
And then it was over. I'm like, That's it? That's what we get? So this is how superficial I felt the movie was.
Mm,
This one image.
well, the story beat reason for that is because it wanted to show us how Willow will eventually grow up to be like her, because there's the same shot with Willow when she's at the
Yeah, but
church.
you got 2 hours
Shooting
and
assault
40
rifle.
minutes to establish that, but that this is the scene we get to establish that?
Mhm. Revolutionary being a revolutionary is in their blood.
It's as superficial as you would think someone who's been in Hollywood for a couple of decades to
Mm,
be, their idea. It's all appearance over substance, and that's what this movie is.
mm.
So that's my 3.
Alright.
What's your 3? What do you like about it? What you come on, you love so much.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Number 1, I it's so unserious to me, like, whether you really, really like it and it's the coming age or spark to make you go to NPR and donate more, or if it's the reason, the left is going, like, I don't care what it is, this movie is so stupid. There's nothing serious about any of it, the characters, absolutely nothing, and if it's gonna, and I mean, as a satire, it actually speaks a lot to really, really stupid stuff that happens that no one cares about. So
Yep.
I just ca whether you're really, really, really about it or it's the worst thing ever, you both suck and you're a part of the same coin, and that's why we're here. Because this movie did nothing, nothing serious. Um, if it wanted to go the angle of being, like, super revolutionary or anything, then why there's so many questions. 1, why did the whole revolution pretty much give up after the bank robbery? Whether they're in trouble or not or running, the revolution didn't do anything else big in terms of acts or
Have a
something
radio
required.
station?
Yeah, they became podcasters. Look at what we see now. Exactly. I had wrote that down in my notes. So it's like, it's clearly not that important. If revolution's in her blood, as soon as it got too deep, she ran to Mexico, left her family behind, and gave up everyone else. That's how important the mission was. She gave up the whole revolution. So you can't sit here and tell me, nor will I believe anyone, that this is that serious of a movie. Now,
Yeah.
people can pretend and act like it and
Except
speak
pretend.
to it, but if you'll learn one thing about me, like, false pretenders and cognitive dissonance is instant. I can sense it, I can smell it, and this movie is full of it. They never did a single other thing for anyone else afterwards because all of the French 75 were hiding out. The only one who's doing it is Sergio, Benicio del Toro, because 'cause he's got the whole Underground Railroad thing going on for the Hispanics, which not just save, and by the way, so not just harboring them or he's, like, saving them. There's literally a tunnel he's bringing them in from, like, absolutely crazy, and he's so casual about it, which leads to the point where I did like Sergio. He's the only character I thought was just kinda goofy and, like, for
Dude, Del Toro got fat.
he did.
I mean, and he's about my age, so
Yeah.
he's been hitting the buffet quite hard
Mhm.
lately,
Yeah.
which is
Chubby karate sensei.
yeah, go work out, buddy. I mean, if you're gonna be a sensei, they kept calling him sensei in it, you
Yeah.
know, do something. I mean, it looked like he was wearing a big white diaper most of the time.
Like those
Oh,
geese, yeah, they look like
it's
that.
stupid. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
No, you're
I
good.
had to put in.
Gosh, the next point, runtime, way too long. Whether it the biggest chunk that was probably the biggest waste of space was Sergio's part, actually, but that I felt like we were there the whole time. And also, speaking of unserious, outside of the first attack on the immigration camp or whatever, any other situation where it was the people being taken out of the finger licking chicken
Oh,
chicken nugget place, or the actual, replica of, like, I guess the protest in LA or something. Like, it was all window dressing.
all of it.
All when there wasn't a serious moment where any of these people and all their care for this situation decided to help or do anything. They were all just running around doing stupid stuff. Even the fact of why it has to be satire is because Sean Penn, the other side of the coin, is just as bad, just as stupid, just as selfish, doesn't really care, and he really wants to be a part of the Christmas club, which is crazy considering he loves black women. I've never heard them talk about how much they love black women so much in something.
Oh my god,
In the
even to the
beginning.
point of showing an erection, you're like, this is just comedy. This is just a joke."
It is, that's why I'm like, you
You know what
can't
I thought?
sell me on
I
it.
thought I thought Sean Penn, his acting, because 'cause they're talking about how amazing his acting is. You know, at one point, you could tell he was trying to trying to sound and act like RFK Jr., with the
Mm,
voice. Did you notice that?
yeah.
And then it disappeared sorta at one point,
Mhm.
and you're like, "Get over yourself. You're such a douchebag, Sean Penn."
Yeah.
Absolutely. What's crazy is, he's in this movie, and he really believes in the cause.
Mm.
He believes in the message of this movie. Yet
Sure.
he was down in the '90s and 2000s in Venezuela with the the socialist leader that took over,
Mhm.
which eventually ran the country into poverty to the point of eating the pets from the zoo,
Yeah.
praising what a humanitarian he was and all that other stuff. And then here he is. God, just I'm Sean, but we could have an hour talking about how shitty Sean Penn was in this.
His character was crazy in the first place,
Stupid.
let alone the acting. I mean, it's not like we gave any of these characters anything to do other than their same deadpan stuff. Even Willow as a kid is one note. Like, there was just no that's why the only character I did like was kinda Sergio because he had his weird, I don't know, wannabe
That could be a
guru.
movie by itself with that. I mean, I can see that easily being a movie. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, right or wrong, but it should not have padded out an hour of the runtime in
It
this.
was so long. That part was so long. It was unnecessary. Chase scene that's not a chase scene. Like, I almost felt like
Right.
that was added only because they thought it did 2 things. 1, you would see that road long enough that as soon as another car appeared, you'd know because you were staring at a blank road for, like, the last 10 minutes. So when you finally see that other car peep up, you're like, "Someone else is here."
You know what they loved? I figured out why that road scene was so long.
Uh-huh.
Someone fell in love. When you go on one of those roads and you're going at a high speed and you go down the dip and back up, you
Mhm.
get that feeling of floating for a second.
Yeah.
And they did that like 5 times
Yeah.
over and over, and you're like, "I get it. Stop showing me that. Why it
Yeah.
it doesn't I mean, you're just padding out the time."
Yeah. And the second part was they thought that's how you would know Willow pulled off her little trick because you've been going up and down for like 10 minutes. Would you ever expect that the car would stop at the top of the hill?
So I was hearing that supposedly Leonardo Dicaprio, what was his name again?
Bob.
Bob, had trained her to be, strong to use a gun and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
don't remember seeing anything like that. Matter of fact, she seemed pretty much like a teenager that was oblivious to what was actually going on,
Yeah.
as he was just hanging around getting stoned all the time.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
her part after she had been kidnapped by the Supremes, the Christmas Club,
yeah.
and I don't think she would just, been smart enough as a 16-year-old teenager to get off the side of the road and do that. Because if her source of information on how to fight comes from Bob,
Mhm.
I think she would have been incompetent. I mean, they already established that he wasn't the most competent person, in the French 88 or whatever, is 75.
Yeah. Yeah, he was I don't think it was because he was incompetent. I feel more so his character was not he wasn't confident. He was less confident and he was incompetent. And then because he had got so used to just being gone, he lost like when we see him, he's definitely a shell of whoever he used to
You
be.
you know why I think he did it?
Who?
Bob.
What
Why he was in the French 75 or whatever?
he liked black girls. And there was a
Exactly.
lot of them.
So,
Jungle girl.
plenty of guys
Jungle cat.
plenty of guys will try and get laid by doing whatever the woman needs of you. And if Bob has to make a bomb or 2 in order to accomplish that, because he
And
didn't
this
seem
turned
to
her
really
on.
do anything, that turned her on, which meant that he got to have outside nookie as the explosion's going off. That
Mhm.
was his one motivation to be in the French, because he didn't do anything else beyond that.
No. And then one thing that was kind of interesting, again, why I think it's satire is for as, again, important this whole thing is, Leo's so over it. Leo doesn't care anymore. Leo is so checked out of the mission and the idea, and he
Well, he had
doesn't
no
care.
character in this. He was just kind of pathetic,
Yeah.
trying to get his daughter
He
back.
did
Like, we
nothing
haven't
this whole
seen that.
movie.
Liam Neeson did a better movie with trying to get his daughter back.
That's right, Taken.
Yeah.
You should watch Taken instead.
Yeah. Yeah. This one, You know, I mean, he was just a screw up.
Yeah.
Every time, every situation he got out was by accident. Like
Mhm.
when he got arrested by the police for 2
Someone
seconds.
saved him.
Yes, somebody else saved him. Somebody saved him at the beginning along with his daughter. It wasn't him that had any kind of setup plan in case anything happened. It was somebody else.
Yep.
And then he's just sort of hid out, not even hiding out. I don't understand. They got new names and stuff, so they're
Mm.
just going about their lives kinda. I mean,
Yeah.
for 16 years. I
Yeah.
mean, if the movie felt 16 years. Was that your 3? Or did you do
I
2?
think I felt like I gave more than 3, and I have more to complain about because this movie sucks.
I know. Should we talk more about Sean Penn?
Sure, okay, so let's talk about how
Let's talk about the Secret Santa Club.
the Christmas Adventurous Club.
So they're
Why
trying
would
to
you want to join? See, this goes to show you how depraved almost every character in this whole movie
know
is.
how depraved the director and writer is.
'Cause and by the yeah, because think about his other movies. Now that I watch his other movies, that's kind of his
I'm
thing.
gonna
He
have to
has a
look
weird
at
depravity kinda thing
yeah.
to him.
I'm gonna have to.
He
We're gonna have to revisit the Parent Teachers Association.
we should rank his
PTA.
movies. I think we should rank his movies
Yeah, we're gonna.
if there's
I
any.
never watched No Country for Old Men, and it's been 20 years since I've watched Boogie Nights.
And There Will Be Blood.
We
That's the
did
other
just watch a
popular one.
different movie of his, which is just as boring, I thought. We'll let you
But
know
it
on
would but that
the
one makes
review.
more sense to be boring than this wannabe action thing
Yeah,
where
I
there's no
agree.
action, by the way.
Agree.
No
It's
action.
mercifully under 2 hours, so yes.
No action. No, there was no action in this movie.
Wait, there was
None.
a chase scene.
No.
Wait, at the beginning, they liberated some innocent immigrants.
Yeah, like, it was, like, the first, what, 7 minutes of the movie
I didn't
tops?
think of that.
No, and then you went through this
Rob
long, long, long that one we barely saw it. We only got to watch it enough to see that Jungle Cat was talking about how, like, "This is the power of a black
I know,
woman."
I know. So Leonardo Bob is doing parkour on top of the buildings
Oh,
while the riots are going on downstairs. Action! And then he
no.
falls 40 feet down to the
Mhm,
sidewalk.
and gets up to get
Action? That's
tased.
not action?
No, that's not action. None of it's action.
What about when the Native American that they could trust but they couldn't trust?
That was a
Action? Oh,
attempt
wait,
at
they did it off
action. 'Cause
screen,
they did
actually.
yeah, they off screen, yeah.
Um,
Like, I saw action in
Sean
the
Penn got
title.
shot in the face. Action. Wait, no, that was actually another 2 seconds because
Yep,
literally the guy
and didn't even die.
they're driving along, it's toward the end, is Sean Penn is just, decided to give his mixed daughter to the Christmas club to get rid of her,
Mm,
and he's driving along, and then this assassin who's hired by the Santa Club comes up
yeah,
beside him and says so he rolls down his window,
mhm,
and then he gets shot in the face, and it's over.
yeah,
You're right. We could probably cut all the action together,
mhm.
and it'd be, like, maybe less than 10 minutes of the 2 hour and 40-minute
I
movie.
have 0 clue why
The
action
rest of it
even
is just
a
walking
tag.
or driving.
It in talking, and that's
They
it.
don't even talk. Should we talk about the weed nuns?
Oh gosh. Talk about and so it's so funny how by the way, and this is my point of how, like, you can't be if you're inspired by this, what this movie tells you is that you'll be
You're
tired and bored of it soon, because even the nuns were like, "We're so tired of this. We haven't done this type of fight in a long time."
so living up in the Chupacabra Mountains
You got a chupacabra about it.
is a
So
convent
serious,
of
guys.
nuns that grow weed in the desert,
Mhm.
uh, and I don't know if they sell it or whatever, but they seem to smoke it.
Yeah.
And they're part of the Underground Railroad, but not really because there was no Underground Railroad people there. It was
No.
just the daughter,
They were
but
like a
they keep saying that they were gonna send people up to the mountain, up to the Chupacabra.
yeah, we never got to that part in Sergio's
Never
story.
got to that part for I didn't even that's another thing, the time on this. It didn't make sense.
That's a style of his. He jumps around with almost 0 indication or notice. I saw that in his so that's a thing of his. Now that I watch, I'm like, "Okay, I can see." But yeah, no, there's no clue.
The weed nuns were so funny though.
Yeah.
They had no purpose to again, another part that could have just been cut out.
Mhm.
They
I think they thought it'd be cool to see a bunch of nuns
yeah,
arrested.
well, they thought it again, it's like our photo back here. They
All
thought
black
it'd be
nuns, by the
cool.
way.
Yeah, but you know what? They thought it'd be cool is if they had a nun smoking weed. That was it.
I
And literally, that's
guess.
one shot, just like her with the gun being
Mhm.
pregnant. One shot, one superficial, unimportant shot that meant nothing to this. And her conversation was, it's just like, "Oh, I'm tired of this," and, the a rat who is born of a rat is a rat.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about? What
Well, the French
ugh,
75 no longer trusted her because she turned them all in and got a bunch of them killed. Because 'Cause they're not a part of the underground railroad, they're part of the French
what's that
75.
got to do with the daughter, though?
That's their BS. We
Okay,
we can't
it's
trust
a
her 'cause we don't trust you.
16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
What kind of nuns are these that would not be, "Yeah, no, we'll take care of her. I mean, she's innocent and all
I
this."
mean, I kinda guess it's a front and they're not real nuns.
I don't think so. I think they were all real nuns.
I guess.
It was stupid anyway.
It was.
It's so
That's why I'm like, it's
stupid.
kinda nonsensical regard that's why I can't take it seriously, guys, I'm
It's just
sorry.
like every random thing thrown into this movie
Yeah.
without any kind of, "Hey, what do we do now? I don't know. Let's have some nuns smoking weed." You know? "Oh, what do we do now? Oh, pregnant girl, let's have her showing her belly as she's shooting a machine gun."
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. What else should we talk about that's goofy and stupid?
Let me go through some notes. Maybe there's a good point. Let's see. Leo gets Sean Penn is after Sean Penn does the DNA test.
So back to Sean Penn. So this is another reason why everything is for spectacle, right? Because when you think about why any of the window dressing that is the freedom fighting that never happened, is because Sean Penn is really just trying to find this girl to ensure if it's his daughter or not, so he can join the Christmas Adventures Club.
Yeah.
So he literally
What
creates.
what is the Christmas Adventure Club about? What do they want? What's
They
the goal?
want pure, clean stuff,
Yeah.
whatever that is. They really don't have no goal other than the fact that they're pretty much just racist, and that's it.
That
That that
that was
that's
that
the
was
gist of it.
that was it. And somehow we're supposed to believe that they got this giant network, even, secret tunnels underneath a house,
Yeah,
apartments, I mean, office buildings.
that they can gas
Uh,
people in.
but we got real no I mean, other than that, they're there to make sure that a member didn't have a daughter 16 years ago that they found out randomly in a police
Yeah,
report because they were going back in time to find out that one of the crazy 88s decided that they were going to tell that she might be pregnant
yeah,
from,
Jungle Cat.
and there was no part at the beginning that where they actually said anything like that.
Yeah.
It was just 2 hours into it, we're told this. So Sean Penn's walking around with a DNA kit.
Yeah.
They were and, he ends up, getting to the weed nuns, and
Mm.
the only thing he can think about is getting that DNA test, and if it's his daughter, he's gonna get rid of her
Yeah,
because he wants to be part of the secret Christmas
yes.
club, um,
Yeah.
and so we can say, "Hail Saint Nicholas,
Mhm.
Saint Christopher."
Yeah, because everything will be taken care of, and,
So stupid.
yeah, and it's just as dumb as Sergio running an underground like, like, it's too stupid across the board to be anything of real value, guys. Like, it's so dumb.
It just
So
goes
yeah,
on. There's so many different things that just, you know, uh,
and then there's scenes that we're trying to run from him, and they're playing like chase.
the
He has to
the
catch her
school
real fast.
scene when she gets when they first when Sean Penn's stupid ass character decides that he's going to do immigration raids on the town that they're in order to find
Yeah,
his
just start.
daughter. So instead of going to the house, they go to the school first, a school dance, because of course every kid goes to the school
Yeah.
dance. And she goes there with her non-binary friends and
Mhm.
who, it could have been that scene could have been cut out. There's no purpose for it to be there.
There's a lot
Why
of
wouldn't they
things
go to
that
the
have no purpose.
house?
Well, the real reason is I guess they assumed she must have been out. That's all. They assumed she was out.
But if they had her name, if they were there looking for her at the school, you go to the house. Actually, you know what? You send people to the school and the house.
Mm.
I mean, who wrote this?
I mean, no one great. So I'm
Oh
like, I don't know what you
gosh.
expect.
Let's see. let's see, randomly find a 3 foot. Let's see. Ah, man.
Yeah. Speaking to the paternity test, let's talk about so for all you people who like it, there's 2 things you need to remember here, and one of them only gets semi solved at the end. Tiana Taylor's character is all about revolution. She doesn't really care so much about her family or her daughter. She chooses the revolution over her daughter and then chooses herself and running away also of her daughter. Then you have Sean Penn, who's the actual biological dad who destroys her life, tries to get her back, needs to just find out if it's hers or not, doesn't care that it is his daughter, and then she's only going to get rid of as a membership initiation hazing into a racist club. What?
That's about right.
What? And you guys like this movie? Like there's
What is wrong with you people?
like there's
It-
so much
it-
bad in it. They ruin all these people's lives, which I mean, if you want to be satirical, there's a lot of rich people or people in places that ruin other people's lives for fun because of stupid crap. That's what this movie was, but on a smaller scale with 2 people who weren't worth a damn. So you get Leo over here, the burned out stoner who cares about family, which by the way doesn't do anything. He just runs around bumbling. He's on the phone with like Revolution
Yeah, he spends
operator for
30
like
minutes. I gotta charge my phone. I gotta charge my phone, because he has to put in a one
yeah.
key phone.
And
'Cause
then
you
there's
don't
like
track it.
20 minutes of him fussing with the operator on the
Oh my
phone
God,
over
it's
the
so
codes and
stupid.
the time and the
I think that part is real. I think, parent teacher association has actually met people like that. That's why this was in here,
okay.
because it was too real. Because
Mm,
if you've ever watched any of the videos of the people like the phone operator, they're really that dumb.
mm,
And if you're part of that group, then you're gonna meet other dumb people
mm.
who do exactly that.
Yeah.
So I think that was a real event that happened in his life.
Mm,
That's why it's sexual.
okay.
It wasn't there for comedy,
Mm. Was there to be dumb and waste our time.
pretty much.
The same thing with him there's nothing even more shallow, so right before that part, when he goes into, Sergio's house and Sergio's introducing him to all the people he's harboring in his house all
Uh,
casually, he gets him up to the room where he can charge his phone, and then you see the scene of Leo looking out the window, and then he knocks the curtain rod off the window, so then there's a part of him fumbling it back, trying to put it back up, and then he looks to Sergio and says, "Sorry, man," and Sergio looks at him the way I feel about this movie. He could care less. But it's a part we had to see, guys. We had to see him mess up the curtains oh gosh, guys, what are you doing?
mm,
What are you doing? What's next? What else? What other crap is there?
almost. I mean, well, we got the DNA. Uh, Sean Penn. Did we get that the whole purpose reason that Sean Penn was the way he was because not only did he want to be part of the Christmas club,
Mm,
but he had a fetish for black women.
yeah, which by the way, why would you wanna join the I mean, so there's that hypocritical nature of things where it's kinda like,
You know what I was wondering? Why did the Christmas club want him? Because he brought no skills to the table.
well
What was he gonna be doing in there? Because we didn't see him have any connections to anybody. He was always seemed to be a loner. He was always, so what was he what value was he bringing to their club to begin with?
well, I don't know if there's value, and
But
you can pretend there
you don't
is.
just have
So
somebody come in and sit down.
So, one, he's military, so that always has a certain level of, like, kudos status, you fought for the country, um, when they wanted him, this is after 16 years, of course, so his big claim to fame was kind of the eradication of a terrorist group, which if you think about the terrorist group he went after was a bunch of, leftish folks, so he clearly fights for
Yes.
the thing.
Why wait 16 years? Why I mean, I don't know.
Just because he's
I just
retiring and
I
he's
just
old.
don't get the value that he would have brought to their club because even at the end, they're giving him an office. What is he supposed to do in the office? Which is so funny. They gas him.
Yeah.
I mean, it was
Oh, because they were gonna kill him. There was no value in the office. There was nothing there. That was all just to kill him.
yeah.
Yeah, because none of them were in offices. They're, like, down in, like, underground, like,
That
doom
was
patrol
so
bunkers
lame
and
too. They're like, "Oh, here's your office. It's a corner. Oh, I forgot to get your key." Click.
yeah,
And that was the end. Then he's in an incinerator.
mhm.
Okay. all right, we just spent 2 hours and 40 minutes with them. That's our payoff. After he got shot in the face
Yeah.
by the assassin that they hired, and even though that did what's Sean Penn's name in this again? Do you even remember?
Lockjaw.
Lockjaw. Yeah, no, I can't believe I forgot that. This is the same from Fantastic Four, Inhumans. Lockjaw.
Part of the reason why they disfigured his face.
But did he think that the guy who came up and shot him in the face was just random or something? Why would he even go back
I mean, I feel
to the Christmas club after that? I mean, and he wasn't
because they
successful in
thought it
getting
was
rid of his
okay.
daughter.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, at the end, they completely dropped that because, Bob and Willow go back to their normal life, only now she's a warrior like her mother
Yeah.
somehow, all
Well,
90 pounds of her.
they were both shooting the AR, at the the rifle at the same time, so that's all you needed to know. They had no connection after 16 years, but being a revolutionary was in their blood, which it really wasn't, considering how much all of them gave up being revolutionary, except for the code name Billy Goat, who did the podcast. He was the only one. Everyone else was just, chilling, living life.
Yeah.
You know, raids are happening, people are being deported, and they're just sneaking around, going to their next place. You guys got to do better than this.
I think I'm done.
Cool.
Done. Do you want to give a
I'm
rating?
done. Yeah.
I mean, I've already spent 2 hours and 40 minutes, not including the lame ass Avatar trailer before that in the theater. So probably 3 hours to actually commit to this movie. And now I've got like a half hour, over a half hour podcast doing a review on it. I want to forget about this until, of course, it's time to come. We do our Academy Award nomination.
Our best and worst movies of the
Our
year.
worst stuff. We'll give our own version of the Razzies. Most overrated people that have ever existed on the planet. Pretty much everybody in Hollywood, but
Yeah. But PTA is on the sites now.
yes.
So.
But yeah, give it. What's your rating?
Ugh, gosh. So new score. We're going up to 10. So for that reason, so now that there's more space, my scores will probably change in a little bit. This is probably a 3 at best.
I would think a 3 too. I would.
It's a 3 at best.
because one, I like the what was the warrior woman's name?
Hers?
Yeah. Do you
I
remember?
forgot actually. I usually remember them.
We'll call her Letitia.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it was
That's called the actor, Tiana Taylor.
LaQuisha.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I don't know what it is about her. I think she has it in her to be good in something.
It's because
She can't act, but she is good to look at.
Okay.
And she did have a good presence, so I give part of my reviews, I liked her.
Oh.
And as for the
She was
rest of
barely
the
in it.
acting, yeah, thank God. Because if she was in it, like she's also in the movie Straw,
Yeah.
Tyler Perry's greatest movie ever. Outside of he did the Mama's Family, right?
He did Medea.
Medea, yeah. That she's a stinker, but she's got those lips in that
The
in the
gloss.
butt. So that's
Oh, we talked
definitely
about in this. Sean Penn watched it for like 3 minutes in the beginning, and it was like, doing this thing to it in the truck. You forgot when he was like, after their initial meeting, he's like trailing her and watching her. And he's the scene in the truck where he has the binoculars and he's just staring at her butt the whole time. And he goes, start, shake weighting himself. And then he sees Leo reach out and grab her. That's when he realized.
Boy, they were really presenting that butt for a moment.
It was,
weren't they? It was
a
It
while.
was like, hey, did you see my butt? She was doing that there. It was, did you see me?
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, yeah. So, yes. So that saved how many points was that added? Like half a point? She was worth a whole point, her presence, or?
She was worth 1 point.
Okay.
So
it's really a 2.
If you take her out of the equation, it would be a 2, but I can't figure out why it would be a 2. Because I really do see that, to me, and I'm going to talk about a previous review, Freaky Tales. Freaky Tales was done for 17 million. They're kind of similar in their tone.
Sure.
This movie and the other one. This is done for $150 million, and it doesn't look like. I mean, clearly the money all went to
The
$30 million Leo's fee and
Yep.
whatever Del Toro seems to still get. I don't know, but I would put this lower than Freaky Tales because of how much they spent
Sure.
to create this piece of crap, a
Yeah.
boring piece of crap. The sin of being boring as well, because I was not engaged at any time. I was never fearful that Willow was going to get it.
Yeah.
You knew Sean Penn was going to get, come to a sad ending.
Yeah.
Uh, Leo was kind of like the wild card because he didn't really have a character, but it would have been a better movie had he.
They would've. If this
Right.
was the way this movie is presented, it is a dad like, it's literally Taken, a dad going after his daughter, yet you see him do so little of anything. He didn't even
He's just
get there on his
drug
own.
around all the way until he gets to the nunnery.
He didn't even get there on his own. He
Nope.
got brought there by Sergio. So, like
Kind of.
like the like mostly, yeah, because other than him, after the attack on his house, he gets out, goes through the tunnel. He runs over to the phone booth to call the revolution because he can't remember where the rendezvous point is for his daughter because he doesn't remember the code. He doesn't remember the times. He's having this fight. There's 2 fights with this operator.
So the weed nuns have been there for 16 years?
I guess so.
Is that what am I supposed to get?
Yeah. They've been selling weed for a long time now. They
Yeah,
had it established
I
business.
guess.
You know how many stoners were upset when those nuns got caught?
They're playing
Their
along with it.
favorite
I have
their
no idea because this is 2025. This took place in El Paso, and I'm pretty sure it's legal there, so I'm not sure what
Yeah.
needed to be
The
around.
same way the French 75 infiltrated both the hospital and the police dispatch.
Oh my god, that was so easy too. They're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah, we're gonna carry some
Everyone's
some
got really
some
wild, easy
some
connections.
bombs in here, and no one's gonna notice." And sure enough, but then for some reason, Sean Penn is following her around,
Mhm.
and he's able to come up and, get her all excited, and
Yeah.
she wants some of that Sean Penn D.
Yeah, she did. That was the other weird part. I mean, like,
Lockjaw. I gotta say Lockjaw. I like that name.
Lockjaw, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a name I would never forget because I was like, "This is so stupid," and that's why they shot him in the face too because they wanted him to have that disfigured look.
They
But,
shot him in the face because they were trying to kill him
yeah,
clean.
but he should have been dead. There was
So
no reason for him
the
to come
Christmas
back.
Club decides that they're gonna get rid of Sean Penn just out of the blue because sure. And
He already did the thing he can never come back from.
they literally tell the guy that, their hitman to do it clean. But no, his version of clean is to drive up on the highway, shoot him in the face,
Mhm.
and then not even check to see if he's dead or not, just take off.
Yeah.
What? What? What?
I would assume if you got hit with a shotgun to the face, you'd probably be dead too.
Well, at least if you're gonna be the hitman, hired hitman, you go down and check, and then you make
I don't
sure that that
disagree.
thing's on fire so no one finds out that you got shot in the face.
Yeah. I don't disagree.
That's not clean.
No.
This movie was written by morons.
Mhm. The same way the, Native American bounty hunter had morals for half a second because he doesn't deal with
Okay.
kids, but then decided to change his mind and take her to the place, then changed his mind and decided to save her.
Why would he do that?
There's
I have
no
no motivation.
there's no sense for any of
It
this.
just and he's, like, hanging out, and so he drops her off, so, Sean Penn gets him because his Native American bounty hunter won't hurt children, but he takes her to a compound that will,
Mhm.
and then he's sitting in the car as nothing's happening. These guys
No.
aren't even talking or anything.
No, he's just watching, regretting his
Why?
choices.
I
I don't know.
mean, they already established he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
Is he doing it just because she's a person of color?
No, I doubt it.
Because, why would it and then he ends up losing his life for her.
Yeah. In the 2 minutes he sat in that car, his heart grew 3
Oh,
times
God.
that day.
We're done. Done. We're done. We're done. Let's go out. So,
No, I have to
My
I have to finish mine.
oh my God, no.
This is your fault. You wanted to watch this movie.
Yes, I did. See, I think we need to get more new movies into, good or bad. I mean, anyway,
Yo
go ahead and finish. I'm sitting here with anticipation for what you're gonna say.
if you told me you liked Freaky Tales
Freak Tales.
and you compared it to this movie, Freaky Tales has nicer, more virtuous, as your word was,
Virtuous.
people who were doing their stuff and trying to live their lives. This was a bunch of egotistical, narcissistic, selfish, completely uncommitted, bored, tired, anti-revolutionaries. It doesn't even make any sense that Willow was inspired at the end.
Nope.
Like it's just you guys have
She
to
found out through reading a
through a
letter,
letter.
a Tinder
And then her
letter.
mother said, I failed. I'm sorry I failed. And will it be you? Will you change the world? And I guess because she had a non-binary friend who turned her in, by the way, she felt really connected to do something more, even though every other adult gave, like, guys, no, no. And I'm done now.
And here's way better, the connection to Freaky Tales. They're only 3 hours away from Oakland.
Yeah, that's why I saw it. I'm like, they're going to go get the nuts. He's over there from Freaky Tales.
You're not supposed to say the nut
Then,
word,
yeah.
you know. I'll have to scour this. Anyway,
sorry
are we
about that.
done now? Are
We're
we
done.
Are we done?
Officially. Officially.
Officially. So like, comment,
Comment, subscribe.
tell us what you think, whether you liked it or not. No, I don't know
We
any
can
way
do
of
better
not
than
being
this.
offensive in saying that this is just rubbish, and the people that think that they're freedom fighters out there is even
I'll
more
say it.
rubbish.
This is rubbish. You guys suck. No matter how deep this movie is so
It's not
unserious,
deep
there's
in any
better
way.
If this was like a serious, like gritty thing, I'd be like, okay, this person, no one cared here. No one cared here, guys. Stop falling
I
for
cared
low
to
bars.
I can't release the thing. Yeah. So give us a comment. Tell us if you liked it.
Yeah.
I will promise that Tony will be nice to you, because I don't think I can in the comment section.
You expect so much of me with this stupid crap. Guys, we're out of here.
Calmer head than I do. Yes, we're out of here. This is Split Screen, Tony and Don. And
Thanks again.
Enjoy your day. And we're gonna go out and
All
talk about it. So, tell me how much you love those lips. She has the best
So
lips in Hollywood.
you have decided to really love her lips.
Yes.
You saw her in Straw and you couldn't get enough. And I felt bad because she didn't have like really nice lip gloss in this one to like really shine it out.
Yeah, but she was a warrior. She couldn't have lip gloss.
Because you have to remember, she also learned that or got that in her blood from her mother. Because that's what Sean Penn was mad at her for. Because remember, how could she go to the dance and not wear any makeup?
That made no sense. That scene made no sense.
There's so much that makes no sense.
No, you need to go. If you're going to the
You were raised
Make
improperly.
What are you talking about? Why is that even a consideration for you? And the thing is, with Sean Penn's character, you had no idea what his background was. Was he married? Did he have kids? Was he divorced? We had nothing.
He liked black girls.
16 years earlier. One time. That's all we got. So he's been whining about her ever since then?
Yeah.
16 years?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's changed?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah. The only real thing that changed in his initiation into most of this new stuff was because he was joining the Christmas Adventurers Club. I think he had officially retired, maybe from his past position.
Did he even have an apartment?
I don't know.
Did he go out to eat?
We always saw him out working. He was either with the unit or
nothing to his character. He had no backstory at all.
no. And if you think about it, the only reason he initiated all this stuff was because he wanted to join the Christmas Adventurers Club. Because when they asked him if he was the type of man that had the character of what they wanted for the club, he realized that girl, because remember, he's shown going up behind Leo in the supermarket. And one of the weirdest things ever, asks him if he has a daughter and says he likes black.
What the hell was that? What was
And Leo looks so distraught.
so stupid?
Leo looked so distraught. He's like, who is this man asking me about my black daughter? Yeah, this movie is fucking dumb, man. I'm sorry. It's so stupid. It's so dumb.
All right. We're done. I'm calling it.
All right.
Done. Countdown. 3, 2. You gonna snap it?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Too early.
Can you snap? Barely, huh?
Yeah.
I can. Show it to me. That's a snap. What is that?
That's a snap.
It's like a little choir girl going. No, even that's louder.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God. All right, we're out.
Red Sonja Zardos, splitting in the house, retroactive.